There we go. Hi, we're live. It's me, Rabbi Brian. It says so right there. I'm looking at the right camera. Hello, welcome. Glad that you're here. I am joined, as usual, by a group of stalwart SNRBers. Not all of you will know what an SNRB is, but there was a little discussion about it before we just joined. And I will tell you, here it goes. Spiritual but not religious. It's a phrase people use. A lot of the people who join this service are SBNRs, spiritual but not religious. The word spiritual and religious, so we know, actually mean the same thing, but they're used to mean different things. And often when people are talking about religious, they're talking about organized religious. They're not talking about well, we use the word spiritual religious to include both spiritual and religious. Here are the people. Hello, people. Let's wave. Hi, Rita. Hi, Ray. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Latrice. Hi, other people I haven't said good morning to. Glad you guys are all here. So I have a question, which is a good place to start. But before we start, I'm going to put up this quote and remind myself this thing that Gandhi said. There is more to life than increasing its speed. Let's get this going. Come on, we gotta go. No, we don't. We can slow down. It's hard to slow down. We are trained in this culture to be productive, and we need to slow down. There is more to life than increasing its speed. I have hello everyone who's just joining, and hello to people on Facebook. Uh-oh. Anyone else getting that echo?
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Hey, I have a great idea. Let's try to figure out how to fix that. Anyone?
I think it's Meg.
What?
It generally does mean someone has to mute. But I don't know who. I tried muting and it didn't fix it.
I don't know what to do. Okay, now there's no echo.
Oh.
There we go. Well, somebody, thank you for whoever muted themselves. Please do unmute so that you can be participant. And I have this thought. I've been playing for the last week with this thought that we had. Have no expectations except to awaken each day with more love to give away. I've been thinking, and I can't say I did it every day, but I was thinking a lot of the days this week, what if I had too much love? What if I had too much love and I had to, what would I do with it? And I started sending text messages to people. Is this it? Here, I sent this text message to a few people. Do you know why I love you so much? I don't. I just know that I do. And if you want just to copy what I wrote here, it seems to get a really good response from people. I didn't do A/B split testing, but I can tell you X out of X people who received this series of texts from me appreciated it greatly. I also experimented with just sending a big heart. I sent that to my neighbor Bonnie. She said it made her day. I sent the big heart and then I said, just because. Just because. Anyone have a tale of trying to give away love? Anyone give away a little extra love last week? So we talked about the last few weeks. We've talked about, and I'm not going to go over all the rules again this week. But one of the things that we said we wanted to look at is: does anyone have a tale of? Oh, I can't remember the verb we used.
Striving.
Striving. Thank you. Striving. Anyone have a story of striving to love? Striving to love, and how did it work? I have a cartoon here. Be kind to everyone, says the person in the robe on top of the mountain. Wait, even Gary? Yeah, Gary's the worst, says the people in the crowd. Yes, be kind to Gary as well. Ha! Suck it, losers! Not now, Gary.
I love that one. Oh.
Anyone have a Gary in their life? I have written on my mug that I'm keeping these pens in. It says this. If you have nothing nice to say, try harder. And then it has, on the rest of the mug, it says this. Be compassionate, yea, verily, unto the dumbasses, even if thou art a dumbass thyself.
I like that.
This is
I
a
think
religion
it's
outside
easier-
the box collectible mug. I collected it as soon as Alex sent it to me. Thank you, Alex.
I think it's easier to be kind to somebody that you don't particularly like than it is to love them. So
Right.
maybe, yeah, because I don't know how to love somebody that's just awful, but I can be kind to them.
Well, it's funny you should say that. I have a quote right here, Emily, I'd love to have your thoughts on. Robert Jones Jr. wrote, "We can disagree and still love each other unless your disagreement is rooted in my oppression and denial of my humanity and right to exist."
Amen.
We can disagree and still love each other unless
Right down.
your disagreement is rooted in my oppression and denial of my humanity and right to exist. So, can we love everyone who doesn't do that second half? Can we love everyone? So, with the exception of the people who are trying to oppress us and deny our humanity and right to exist, with the exception of those people, can we still love?
I can be kind to them, but I don't think I can love. I don't know how to love people that are oppressing me.
Right. So I'm saying without the people who are oppressing you, let's get rid of those people.
Except those people.
What about oppressing other people?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Don't
I
I-
think we could add that in.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carol. I think we definitely should
How
add
about
in.
messing up, like people that I should love but I don't?
Say a
Need
little
some room
more,
for
Al.
messing up. Well, just it's like the 77%. You know, like we're not going to be perfect.
So help me, because I'm trying to get this quote in and understand what we're saying here. That
I'm saying I'm not going to love everybody, even people who deserve my love, all the time, just because I'm human.
okay. Go ahead, Meg.
I get quotes from Insight Timer,
Uh-huh.
and today's quote is from Thich Nhat Hanh. Understanding is love's other name.
I love that.
And that,
Oh, I like that.
yeah, and that helps me
Oh.
with those
Yeah.
adults that I have to
Yeah.
tend to like.
Can you give us that
I'm
quote
with you.
one more time, Meg?
Sure. Understanding is love's other name.
Can you guys see how that fits in with what we've been talking about for a while?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's better. I can do that.
No, I don't think you can.
Say a little bit more, Carol.
Look, I understand that Trump is a malignant narcissist and has murdered thousands of people in just 1 year of the presidency.
Correct.
And I cannot love him and I cannot understand him. because I am not a malignant narcissist.
So we're going to add to Robert Jones Jr. We can disagree and still love each other unless their disagreement, and I can't edit this quote live, but what we're saying here is that the disagreement is in the oppression and denial not only of my humanity and right to exist, but the oppression and denial of others' humanity and right to exist. We can love somebody unless they are oppressing and denying other people.
What?
Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, so you asked for stories. I think I told a story a while ago of this guy in my coffee shop that puts out about a dozen Bibles on his table, and I started a conversation with him one time that turned sort of unfortunate because he didn't want to hear that somebody was an atheist. And I tried one other time a couple of weeks ago to start a conversation with him with something that I thought would be safe, and it turned into unsafe. I mean, whatever. And so I think I've come to the conclusion that the best I can do with this guy is say hello.
Okay.
That so it's not being real loving, but it's avoiding unnecessarily conflictual conversation.
We're echoing.
Dan, I think you loving him is not pushing him beyond where he is.
Yeah.
You loving him is, right, we have that definition of love, that love is seeing, accepting, understanding. You're accepting and understanding where you are. Where you and he both are. Yeah. Go ahead, Ron, and then Ray.
Okay. In response to Carol, my father was a malignant narcissist. Suffered from narcissistic personality disorder. And but my sister and I finally figured that out quite a few years after he passed. I can love him, but I cannot forget what he did.
Mm-hmm.
And I am now dealing with another malignant narcissist, and I am trying my damnedest to love him, understanding that he is driven to do what narcissists do. Right. And it's tough, but I feel like I need to do that.
I think it's beautiful to try to love people, even those who don't love us. Go ahead, Emily.
I think I need to separate, feeling all mushy and gushy and wanting to hug this awful person versus just being kind to them.
Right.
I don't want to get all mushy and gushy and hug them and marry them. But I still can be kind to them.
I love that. Emily, how do you like this phrase? I can love people I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, right. I think love is a very precious term. And I think you've completely diluted it so that it doesn't mean something. When someone says, I love you, that's incredible. That's magnificent. But if you say it to absolutely everyone in the world and every cockroach and every banana bug, it has ceased to have any meaning.
Well, Carol, I love you, and I do. And I love you more than I love banana bugs by far.
Yeah.
I agree with Carol.
Go ahead, Ray.
I mean, it's sort of like saying, you can hate the sin but love the sinner.
Yeah.
kind of bullshit.
Oh,
No, that is some
And,
bullshit. Right.
You can't just love everyone, because there's some people that just would drive you mentally crazy.
Right. So we're taking these people
I
out.
went to Joanne's Thanksgiving yesterday. Johnny sat on the other side of the table. I sat on my side of the table. We never even said hello. It was a wonderful Thanksgiving.
I think that fits with Dan, and we love people where they are. Maybe I'm using the word too loosely.
I think love is a very precious term. And I think it took a long time before my late husband was able to tell me he loved me.
Right.
Because it's such a precious term. And if you throw it out like that, it has been trivialized and it ceases to have the meaning that makes it so precious.
So I hear what you're saying, Carol. I had a dad who couldn't say the words. Could not say the words. Have I told you guys the story of this with my dad? I see like one head going up and down and then a few. So my dad was in his 2-year decline, and he was in the hospital again, and I went to visit him, and he had a breathing tube in, so he couldn't talk. And I don't know what came over me, but I said to him, "Dad, I have 3 things I want to tell you." And he nods. And I say, 1, I love you. 2, I love you. And 3, I love you. And I could say it. He couldn't. He literally couldn't speak at the time. And then later, when I would visit, he would just do this.
Oh my God.
Right?
Great.
It was the best he could do to say I love you. And I took it in. Go ahead, Jack.
Well, love is eternal. So how you deal with it, I think, is individual. But to like someone is much harder.
It is hard to like some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some people who seem to almost purposely make it so that we can't like them. That's true. Okay, Maria, go ahead.
Like Gary.
Maria, go ahead.
Oh, am I the echo? No.
I think you are.
No. Maybe
She's the hum.
not.
You're the hum. Not
I am.
The echo.
You know it. I'm sorry. It's my computer fan. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyways, I'm wondering if we can start from a place of love. There's a musician that I do love, and he starts every concert. He walks in the room and he says, "I love every one of you," and he says, "I mean it. I love every one of you. If people can hate without knowing, I can love without knowing you," sort of thing. So I'm wondering if we can, even if we, like I find when I approach someone with a smile, that I think it changes, not necessarily changes, but then it starts the interaction or the relationship off on a positive note. So if I can approach from a place of love, at least to start with.
Good idea.
So it going back to the question that we posed last week or the week before. Jack posed it, and then I reposed it. Was, let's say you have more love than you did yesterday. Let's say you woke up this morning and you have whatever your regular portion of love is plus 10%. What are you going to do today with that extra love? I want you to feel that extra love for a moment. This is going to be woo-woo spiritual. This is the shit I used to make fun of, but I'm going to say it. Okay. Let's say you have more love to give than you had yesterday and the day before. What does that feel like? Can you feel that in your body? Can you allow yourself to feel? I mean, this is all mental games? Can you feel like you have more love today than you had yesterday?
I want to know how you quantify that.
In bushels. I have 2 bushels and 1 peck more love than I did yesterday. If you want to do it in cubits, you can do it in cubits. I don't care what measurement you use. You have 10% more than you did yesterday. Bullshit. George, how do you want to measure love?
I don't know. That's the question. How do you tell that you have more love than you need? Whoever said I have more love than I need?
I'm trying for it. I don't understand. I'm trying for it. And I do know that I have a much better chance of winning the lottery if I buy a ticket. Still pretty slim chance. Hold on, Larice. I'm going to take John and Al, who had their hands up, and then it'll come right to you.
Thank you.
Go ahead, John.
It seems to me that you always have the same amount of love every day. It's called infinite. It's a matter of reaching it, finding it, and using it.
Yeah. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
So let's try for it. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I am opposed to the idea of measuring love. I don't care if it's in coulombs or pounds or whatever. It's immeasurable in my humble opinion. But I totally get what you're saying. Like, I want to have 10% more as well.
Right.
And the other thing that I'll say is that although I can't measure love, I'm confident I have more than I need, and I like to share it. And I seem to get more when I share it. So
I like that.
Can you say that one more time, Al?
Although I don't think I can measure love, I'm confident that I have more than I need. And I find that the more that I give away, the more that I have. So Amen. I like giving it away.
Amen. Yeah. Larice.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's math. It's very poor.
Go ahead, Larice.
I find that everything you're saying is in the head.
Yeah, I don't want to be there. Help me.
Yeah, so I feel things a lot in the body, although I had to balance myself from body to head growing up because I was in my body all the time. And what happens is I found through the years I have to love myself before I can love anybody else.
Amen.
Amen.
And I find it really difficult when there's, for example, there's a person in my complex that is a I can't all the thing. I don't want to put a label on him, but he's evil.
Okay.
Inside, it's evil. I feel the evil. So to protect myself, every time I see him, I have to put a protection or leave or go somewhere else.
Good.
But when I first met him, he's the type that you do one wrong thing and he'll badmouth you. He'll pulls the rug from under you, and he thinks he's really cool, and he tells everybody I'm cool, and blah blah blah. And what I find is that if I allow that energy in, it doesn't make me feel good, and and I can't love this man.
Okay.
Because and I don't even want to, I want to let him have his own space and not even be engaged in it.
I love it. And
so by
Larice,
you saying I want to love everybody.
Okay, I'll pull it back. Let me say first, what you said was about taking care of yourself. And what you said was you can't love others unless you love yourself. And setting boundaries is a way of loving ourselves. So
right.
Bonus extra points to you for loving yourself more.
Yes.
So that you can do that. So I'm going to change my question. We'll still take from Dan and Chad and Lisa. But I'm going to say, okay. Y'all got me. you got me. I'm up against the ropes. I'm gonna back down a little bit. I'm gonna say, fuck it. Okay, no more. You have to love the Garys and the dumbasses in your life. Okay, fuck that. No, you don't have to. I'm not asking anyone to do that anymore. What I'm gonna ask you to do. How about this? You got 10% more love, bushels, coulons, whatever measurement you want to have. You know the people you already love? Can you love them 10% more?
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay, so I want you to think while we take... Dan, your hand went down. Did you have a thing you wanted to say? No. Okay, so we'll take Chad and Lisa. While Chad and Lisa are talking, I want you to think, okay, I'm going to love the people I love more today than I did yesterday. And I want you to be able to say how. Chad and Lisa, go right ahead. You are live.
Yeah, I was just going to say I like what Carol had to say, and I wanted to add that, love has different tiers as well. So if you say you're going to love everybody, it's not saying you're loving everybody the way you love your spouse. It's... So there's, the love of your spouse, the love of your family, and it goes down from there. So the love that you have for everybody, saying that you love everybody's not the same. So it just complicates things because there's different tiers.
Right. And the malignant narcissists are at the bottom of the list. We don't have to love them. Yeah. But we might. Right. We're going to love different people in different. Absolutely. Thank you for adding that in. Thank you. Go ahead, Anne.
There's a practice that I do sometimes, and I invented it myself. And it's not about what would I do if I had 10% more love to give away.
Okay.
Not about that.
Go ahead.
But I have found it to be very helpful. I sometimes send love and calming to my 8-year-old self.
Oh, I love that. Right?
Just to tell her that things are going to work out incredibly well. You don't have to be so scared.
Thumbs up.
Love that.
Thumbs up. So not only loving ourselves, but loving prior versions of ourselves. Yeah. That's a real. This is. There's a brand of therapy, very popular. Family systems. Family systems is all about that. I think somebody fact checked me. I'm getting a nod from Diana. Okay, so then I'm going to keep going there. Go ahead, Ron.
I'm, just thinking of a few years back when Jeremy Christian was on a TriMac train and was harassing some young women, and people stepped in without knowing how to do bystander intervention. And he stabbed and killed 2 of them. Mm-hmm. And one of them, his dying words were, "Tell everyone on this train I love them." Mm-hmm. And I think of that, and I think that it's possible to love the essence of the person and really hate the way what they've done.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying for.
Thank you, Ron. Go ahead, Diana. I love all the different voices we're having today. It's just beautiful. So thank you all for doing that. Thank you all for doing that. Go ahead, Diana.
I'm sort of harking back to what Maria said about approaching with love. And so my micro practice on the love playing field right now is the S of SAR, seeing.
Yeah.
And literally just trying to make eye contact, say their name, look at the name tag, just see you, just connect. And if I do that more, I feel better, and I think it just builds connections, which is the foundation of love, I think.
Right. That's what I'm trying to trying.
Uh-oh.
What I'm trying to get at is we don't have to love perfectly. Let's just go with the 10% more. Like, let's use people's names 10% more. I got, or if you can't handle that, okay, I got another. If you can't handle being 10% more loving, can you do 10% less dick?
Sometimes that's hard.
Okay, that's a double entendre
harder.
we didn't need right there. Okay, sorry about that. If you can't do 10% more seeing, accepting, understanding, responding, do 10% less gossiping, naysaying, shitting on people.
First, do no harm.
That's good. I'm working on that. Yeah.
Yeah. And, Larice, if I may add in, maybe we could do that internally as well. Maybe I don't have to shit on myself 10% as much as I am. Let's take 20% off the top there. And I'm going to make it a little more complicated. I don't mean to. I hope this makes some sense. I can be kind to myself by getting angry. Let me explain. I have a situation, it hasn't all resolved. I have a situation where somebody treated me poorly. And I told myself, no need to be upset. There's no need to be upset. That's fine. Just let them do their thing. And I cut myself off from feeling upset, which was not the loving most thing I could do. I was running around for hours just irritated, pissed off. But once I allowed myself to feel angry for how I was treated, that was being loving to myself. That I can be loving to myself by allowing myself that full range of emotions. I can be loving to other people by letting them have a full range of emotions. And not holding them to that worst moment of their life, the thing that they did bad. But so I'm going to be quiet now, or at least try.
Yes.
Yeah, Larice.
I agree with you with that one spot. You really hit a nerve about. I'm trying to stop, the outer, as far as, like you said, gossiping and all that, working on not doing the things that will, get to other people.
Or 30.
Yeah. And so I agree with you. I'm working on all the outer, inside things, which will make it stronger for me.
Right.
Yes.
And here
and then it'll go, and then they'll go in the outer. It'll go the other way. Go through me, in a more positive way. Yes.
And part of it, and this is something that I preach often, is just is not striving to do it perfectly. And forgiving ourselves when we don't do it all perfectly.
I'm sorry to interrupt again, but this guy in the complex, I would say names under my breath. I would say names to him because I don't like him. I don't like how he hurts me and people. And I'm learning to stop all that, even inside myself, calling names or calling, that kind of thing, because it's not serving me at all.
If it's not serving you, yeah.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Good for you, Larice. That's hard to do.
Yeah.
There's a great quote from James Baldwin. It's one of my favorite quotes. He said in the book The Fire Next Door, he said, I imagine the reason people hold on to their hate so stubbornly is they're afraid once their hate is gone, they'll have to deal with their own pain.
Yep.
Hate's a lot easier, and it's great. It's cathartic.
It's damaging.
Well, and it allows you to distance yourself.
Yeah.
Which sometimes is much easier.
Hate's a lot more fun than sadness. Go ahead, Emily. I see you were saying something. No, I apologize.
No,
okay. Go ahead, John.
Coming back to a point that Al raised earlier, I've heard the phrase before. We all suffer from chronic human imperfection.
Yeah.
It's the disease of humankind.
All those who are perfect, raise your hand. All right, that was fast. Just two of you.
It seems to me that I can only love others as much as I love myself. If I'm having a shitty day, then the amount that I feel outside me that I can share with others is pretty low. When I feel complete or close to complete, then I'm dipping into what I described earlier as that infinite supply of love. And I can take as much of that as I can possibly take.
And to be compassionate to ourselves and accepting of ourselves when we are not in a happy, joyous, content place. Go ahead, Jack. Jack, you are on mute. There we go. No, that's Emily.
I like.
Go ahead, Emily,
and
and then we'll do Jack. Go ahead, Emily.
Okay. I like forgiving myself because that really helps me. My quotient of self-love goes up. When I make a mistake, just say, "I forgive me."
Yeah, that's hard to do. Amen. Go ahead, Jack.
I do it.
Good for you.
For me, love is the grace that God gives to me to be a better human being.
Love is the grace that God gives to you to be a better human being. Amen. Go ahead, Anne. Was that a glasses shuffle or was that a hand raise? I think it was a glasses shuffle. Somebody did this, and I saw a hand going up. Yeah.
That was me. Sorry.
Do you have something to add, Jordan?
Nope. I was just
adjusting your glasses. That's fantastic.
Sorry.
Let's take a moment. Let's take a moment there. I want to read a poem. Let's do our prayer moment, and then I'm going to read a poem that I think will tie in. Go ahead, Maria.
Okay. These are the individuals to whom we are sending light and love. Alex and Rebecca, Peter von Norden and Marvin Huffman, Joe Ludwig, Ray R., Randy P., and Rachel P., Monica, Sheridan H., Aru Lane Hill, Ebony and Beth Carney, Gwen and Reed, Corey, Rita S., Karen Victor and Jason, Irma P. and family, Alex C., Sally and Bob B., Cullen and the kids, Bellanova, Nicole, Elizabeth Lindell, Shirley, Jennifer G., and Bob O. If there is another person in our community to whom we can offer light and love, please put their name in the chat and I will add them to the list on Facebook. And for the people who aren't named, but who are in our thoughts, we send them light and love as well.
Thank you. Thank you, Maria. We'll take a minute. And I did see there were a number of other names that were in the chat, and I don't know that we got to read all the names, so I apologize if your loved one's name was not read. But we'll hold them in light and love as well. I have a poem. It's one of my favorite poems, and it talks about this self-love, which is, I think, what we're looking at today. One of the things we're looking at today is that how self-love is a foundation for loving other people. Some of you might know this poem. It's by Mary Oliver. It's called The Journey. Yep. And it says this. One day you finally knew what you had to do and began, though the voices around you kept shouting their bad advice, though the whole house began to tremble. You felt the old tug at your ankles. Mend my life, each voice cried. But you didn't stop. You knew what you had to do, though the wind pried with its stiff fingers at the very foundations, though their melancholy was terrible. It was already late enough and a wild night, and the roads full of fallen branches and stones. But little by little, as you left the voices behind, the stars began to burn through sheets of cloud, and there was a new voice which you slowly recognized as your own that kept you company as you strode deeper and deeper into the world, determined to do the one thing you could, determined to save the only life you could save.
Wow, that's powerful. Oof.
It's a good poem.
Mm.
Alex, can you set us up for small room? I'm going to go into small rooms. Yeah. You don't have to. You can stick behind with me. Or turn off your video if you don't want to be seen. If you stay behind with me, you're going to still be broadcast to the people on Facebook and YouTube who we're going to interact with. But otherwise, we're going to go into small groups. Alex, are we at the ready? And just talking about this topic of self-love underlying loving others.
Yes, we are ready. I shall open them now.
There you go. Alex, what's the time on our...
I set it for 7 minutes.
Perfect.
So that we'll get...
All right. Well, we still have Sherry. Oh, there it goes. You
Alex, can you move me?
We will move you. Alex, can you move Sherry?
Oh, I see. Breakout rooms.
There you
yes,
go.
we're doing...
Hi, Rose. Hi, Bob. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Candace. What do you make out of this? Self-love at the base of loving others. And this quote of, having to disappoint others. Having to not take care of others and take care of ourselves. What a terrible idea. Go ahead, Rose.
Whole way through, and it's
Rose, we're having a hard time hearing you, honey.
yeah, the whole way through this, and I am having a hard time even saying it. I wanted to ask, why is, and I'm not challenging it.
Do it.
I wanted to ask why love is so important. I wanted to go to that discussion. But
yeah, what do you think? I have some off-the-hip thoughts. Why is love so important?
yeah, why is love so important? What does it do for us, for the world?
It's a great question.
I wanted to talk that way, but
We can do that.
well, yeah.
Right, we spend a lot of airtime on Saturdays talking about love. We could be talking about pasta.
Yeah.
A lot of varieties of pasta. I'm sure we could even get into a few fights and melees over fusilli versus roti and
then you would be competing with the Great Spaghetti Monster.
the Great Spaghetti Monster. Yeah. Why is love so important? Rose. It's a damn good question.
I mean, I get it, but I still want to ask it,
I'm glad you get it.
Well, sort of. Then I don't know.
I think, my off-the-cuff answer is like, what else am I here to do? Make spaghetti. But what else am I here to do if it's not to love? I got a painting that a buddy of mine sent me. Hold on. It says this. Where are we going if we're not going to love? I don't know. I guess my answer, Rose, is in the absence of anything else for me to do, I'm going to try for love.
And all the definitions of love that we heard today, Yeah.
Why choose love? That's a great question. Ruth, Sherry, you got any thoughts on that?
Well, I wanted to go to poetry, but what have you?
Oh, honey, we're not on the second. The poetry's not going to open for 13 minutes, but we'll get you there. 12 minutes.
What if you didn't choose love? What if you chose hate?
Right.
I mean, that would be horrible.
It would be pretty horrible. But so we're saying we're going for love because we can't think of anything better.
Well, maybe it is.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Ruth?
Choosing love is constructive and makes your own life run more smoothly.
Okay, so we're doing love because 9 out of 10 dentists recommend love over doing anything else. That love is the number one. We're doing it because we have nothing else in mind, and also it greases the whole system. Love seems to work better than any other ingredient that we've got.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's a great question, Rose. Why? Why are we doing this? I don't have an answer yet. Let me see if anybody in the Facebook chat's got a thing going on. Anyone in Facebook land, I'm going to put a little hi out to you so you know that we're here live. And feel free to put in a comment of why choose love.
Behaviorally, I mean, things that drive our behavior are, we have sociocultural drivers. Society tells us we're supposed to love. Religion tells us that's another driver, you're supposed to love. Habit, even just habit. That's what I do. I say, I love you.
Right.
When we say goodbye or say hello. I mean, and I get it. I'm just poking it.
Right. It seems to work.
Yeah.
That's the best I got to say. I don't know. It seems to work, and we can't think of anything better to do.
Yeah.
I guess that's going to have to be enough for me.
Yeah. And it's established in our world that it is the right way to go.
Oh, and we got an answer here from Wendy. Oh, I'm trying to put it on the screen. Wendy said, it's for our survival. That's a good reason to love. We got nothing better to do. It seems to fix things. And
Life is hard. It's always full of change. It's full of pain. Yeah. People aren't always loving and loyal. Life's not fair. So maybe hope and love help with that.
Yeah. Cushion the blows.
Yeah.
All right. I know for my life that shit's easier to deal with the more people I can share it with, and I get to share with more people because I have a strong love practice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here comes everybody coming back. Thank you for joining in that discussion.
Uh-oh.
We're back.
Just
quick observation of me.
Yeah, John.
You invited us to go into small groups or some to stay behind. And I was slow. And I saw the group that stayed with you was maybe 8 or 10 people.
We wound up with 4.
Okay, well, I went to a group. It had 3, and one of the people was muted and then just cut out. So we were down to 2. It's difficult to have the kind of discussion you would like us to have. I think you've got, Alex, please make the groups larger next time.
So I forgot to make the announcement that the groups have been tailored perfectly for everyone except for John. If anyone,
Rabbi, aren't they all tailored to piss us off the ultimate amount so that we can learn something?
Yeah.
I thought that was the message.
Folks,
John, I didn't know you were so special.
It's yes, we can have. Let's follow up about the mechanics of this at another point. Thank you, John, for bearing.
And we are all special, by the way.
Yes.
Well, I enjoyed it, John.
Well, thank you.
I enjoyed the interaction with you.
Well,
good.
We did have a good interaction. The initial reaction, though, that a group is one dynamic. You and I had a good interpersonal discussion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Folks,
it lacked the group.
Okay.
Again, okay. Let's leave logistics for another time, and let's see what other learning came out of what we talked about. My group had a wonderful question in it, one that I had not considered previously, which was, why are we pushing this love thing? Do we not have any better options?
Oh.
And we also came up with the idea that love lubricates the wheels. It seems to make everything go a little bit easier. Those were 2 thoughts from my small group. So anyone have something they want to share from their group? Some wisdom.
Well, I think our group came up that love means different things to different people.
Yes, sir.
And the way you view it is, based upon all the filters that you've had in your life. Um, what I brought to that meeting was, to me, love is a very special thing. When you say, I love you, you are giving part of yourself to that person.
That's true.
When they say, I love you, they're doing the same. And you're required to hold that part that they give you in tender hands.
Amen.
And so to say, I love everyone, I cannot do that. I have respect for people.
Yeah.
I have compassion for people. I have all those other things that maybe make up love. But to say, I love you.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you. Everybody, this is religion outside the box. I am not telling you what you need to do. And if I am telling you what you need to do, let me also say this. Do whatever it is that feels right to you. If using a word feels right, great. If it doesn't, fantastic. Go ahead, Dan.
I ended up in another two-person group and had a lovely conversation with Carol, who pointed out that one of the difficulties we're having is because we have only one word for love in English. Again, there's four in Greek, right, that are distinct. And I think most of what we're talking about here, I put this in the chat earlier, is we're not talking about like romantic love, not the I love you, we're talking about,
more of an agape.
Yeah, agape, caritas, etc. Yeah.
Thank you, Dan and Carol for bringing that in.
Amen.
Go ahead, Candace.
Just before we got booted back to the main room here, there was I offered a point of view from the introduction to an M. Scott Peck book that I read decades ago, where he said that love was not a feeling but an action.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you're not going to do something nice for somebody you don't care about. And George was saying that doing something nice doesn't mean you love somebody. And then I was going to discuss, well, maybe we have to differentiate between an act of love and just being nice, And so I didn't get to say that last part, but for whatever it's worth.
Let's just be.
That's what I was going to say, George, and then we got booted back here.
Folks, I'm going to just sum us up a little bit. Oh, first I have an announcement. It's okay not to be okay. Shit goes sideways, and we go along with it. It sweeps us up, and we're not okay. It goes
sideways.
It's okay not to be okay. That happens to all of us. Please, if you're having a hard time, reach out to somebody. We do have a Religion Outside the Box contact list, which will go in the chat if you've not joined it. But feel free to experiment with sending text messages of love to people on that chat. If you like, don't if you don't want to. Next week, this will be being broadcast from 7 West 83rd Street, where I will be giving a talk at Congregation Road of Sholem. I will be doing a book reading, so it will not look like our regular service. It will be me reading from my book and taking questions and answers from a live audience there. I don't think it's going to be very Zoom interactive, so just be forewarned. It will be...
Is it 8 o'clock? Still 8 o'clock?
It is at whatever time this service was.
Okay.
Last things, if it makes sense to you, strive to be more loving. If that doesn't work for you and it makes sense to you, stop being as much of an ass. And let's wave goodbye to everyone, blow some kisses, and thank you all for joining me today.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I can't find the stop button, so keep waving. There it goes. I found it.